What to do when you're feeling sick as a businesswoman and your business is not where you want it to be. Hello, ambitious woman. Welcome in. My name is Jasleen and I'm a business coach. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 points that is going to help you in the next season of your life. Number one, compassion. Okay, so first of all, I need to expand on what is compassion. Compassion is understanding, acknowledging, and validating what one is experiencing. Either that is compassion for ourselves, right? However, we as women, we are really great to give compassion to other people. Like for example, if you're walking, a child falls, you'll be like, "Ooh, are you okay? Yeah, it hurts. I feel you," right? Like we are such great nurturers, we are such great caretakers. That is just how we are programmed. However, when it comes to us, when we fall sick, okay, instead of checking in with ourselves, like, yeah, you're not feeling good. I hear you. I validate you. I acknowledge what you're feeling. Instead of nurturing ourselves, we become even more hard on ourselves. We feel like, oh my God, I need to do this. I need to do this. Who's gonna pay my bills? How will I support myself? What about the vision I had for my business? What about this? What about this? And we worry, and we forget to give compassion to ourselves, right? And this is the time when you need so much kindness, so much love to yourself. Now, I wasn't programmed to be easy on myself. Okay. So if you're watching this video, I know for a fact you're very hard on yourself. So I'm not going to be hard on yourself, but I want you to go back to the foundation. I want you to understand that first thing first, this sucks. Okay. Wherever you are at, okay, where your body is falling apart, you don't know what's next. There's so much fear coming up. There's no certainty at all. You don't have energy to do things. And you're just stuck with your own mind. Nobody wants to be in this position. Okay, so if you are in this position, my heart goes out to you. God bless your soul, because it is not an easy situation to be in. Your quality of your life goes down. You feel alone. There is a mechanical stress from your body because it's not able to function very well, right? So your autonomic nervous system is fighting. Uh, you don't feel good with yourself. So you don't even, like, when other people are happy, of course you're happy for them, but you cannot feel the emotion of joy because there is no energy in your body. You're just exhausted. Okay. And small things in your day-to-day life, they feel impossible. Okay, I hear you. This is very tough. So I want you to acknowledge and validate that to you right this second. Okay, take a piece of paper and I want you to write a letter to yourself. So for example, my name is Jasleen, right? I'm going to be like, okay, dear Jasleen, I see that you are in pain. I hear you, I validate you. This sucks. Okay, I'm going to give compassion to myself. The second thing that I'm going to do is, let's figure out, how did we create this, right? I believe we are the creator of our life. So if we peel back another layer, how did I manifest pain in my life? So I would ask myself questions. So I would be like, oh yeah, I had a bad breakup. I felt a lot of pain, and I went through a lot of trauma. There was physical abuse, there's verbal abuse, there's SA, there's financial abuse, so much betrayal and everything. And your body froze because the trauma was so much that your body still thinks that the trauma is there, the stress is still there. So when you understand that, oh, from there, you never, you just form the identity of somebody who was betrayed. Now the identity is sort of like, well, I am, this is going to be like, I'm gonna feel this much pain forever. My future is ruined, and all of that, right? So now you need to understand, wow, I felt, and I'm just giving you an example, right? So, for example, if you had an abusive relationship and now you're not in that abusive relationship anymore, however, now you're experiencing health conditions. And you might have been like, wow, I have done the work, I've been meditating, I've been journaling, nothing is working. Well, in that case, I need to, like, you have to tell yourself that practice more, you know, it's not about this does not work. It's not about that, you know, the power of your mind, the power of your body, the power of your health is not working out. But the thing is, it's just that the trauma was so strong. You've been programmed that way for so long that it's just taking a little longer than you had expected to heal, and that's okay. And here's the thing, why would you look if you're already healed, right? If you're trying to practice the identity of somebody who's already healed, you wouldn't be looking for your healing. You would feel grateful. And I always used to admire women who would like get sick but wouldn't even tell their family that they're sick because they didn't wanted the extra sympathy. They didn't wanted uh, more evidence in their life that they are sick. So they just embodied the identity of somebody who's already healed. And I find that like I find these kind of women so inspiring because when like, for example, when I fall sick, okay, I need reassurance from my dad, I need reassurance from my mom, I need reassurance from my brothers. Like, I need to tell everybody that I'm sick so that I can get attention, so that I can get love. And then I really had to sit down with myself that, Jasleen, the more attention you get, the more validation you get, this identity is getting stronger. So the old story has to go. No matter what, the old story has to go. And like, did you guys think I was happy? No, I loved complaining. I loved complaining. I loved playing the victim. Actually, I was addicted to being the victim, that I forgot that I was the creator of my life. I forgot that I am one with God. I forgot that I am connected with source. There's no separation. We are all connected to that one mind, one heart. And I was reading this book. It's called Becoming Supernatural. And there's the book starts with a story of a powerful woman. Her name is Anna, and she's also she her husband died through suicide, and she was left with financial debt, with taking care of the kids, and this whole trauma was so much on her body that she attracted so many diseases. And this woman meditated every day for like, I would say, 6 years. She healed her condition. Once she healed her condition, she launched a business. The business picked up, and she found the love of her life, right? And she's happy now. And when I read that story, I was like, this woman had no reason to live. Like nothing in her life was working out. She didn't have money. Her health was not good. Her partner was not there. She couldn't walk. Her lower body was paralyzed with pain. And yet, she's the example of truth. She became supernatural, and she healed herself through meditating every day, through changing her thoughts. And on paper, this sounds so simple, right? That change your thoughts, change your life. Meditate, heal yourself. However, it requires like 6 years, like waking up every day, believing in the future and not believing in the past. For 6 years, she had no evidence that Her life was changing, but yet she kept going, 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 and one day she succeeded. This is why I wanted to make this video, because listen, I know you have big plans for your business, okay? I know you're ambitious. I know you're a high achieving woman. I know you are a leader. I know you are a visionary. But this is the time to be self-centered. Okay, get really, really comfortable with feeling lonely. Okay, loneliness is just, you have to start enjoying loneliness, because when you are in the deep void, right, where, for example, if we take 6 years in case of Anna, I don't know your story, I don't know how many years it's going to take, because I think it's personal for everyone. For 6 years, um yeah, so the 6 years, where she couldn't work, all she did was meditation, right? And change her thoughts. And she read a lot of books, she went to a lot of meditation retreats, and she sort of filled her mind with the knowledge, and she experienced it, and then she sort of understood it, right? She didn't just read a book and never practiced, she practiced it day in, day out. And she could have easily been like, oh, I can't go to the meditation retreat, I can't go to the workshops, I don't have money. No, she knew it was either death or she's gonna heal. And then if she healed herself, money, she could also attract money. So now in 6 years she was incredibly lonely, right? She couldn't hang out with her friends, she couldn't even enjoy going out, so she was housebound. So if you are sick right now, enjoy loneliness, because that 6 years for Anna was the period where she was in the deep void, right? When you're in the deep void, you're sort of healing yourself, and you're getting ready for your future. So in that temporary season, you're going to feel alone, right? Isolation creates more stress. But if you tell yourself that, oh my God, I don't have friends, I don't have partner, I don't have a job, I am a failure, that is going to add more stress to your body. Your body's going to go into survival mode, and you're going to lose your immunity. But if you have the mindset that, okay, I am feeling very alone, I cannot enjoy with my friends, I cannot, uh, I don't have a partner that can love me right now, I don't have family, whatever your story is or your situation is, you can tell yourself that in the future you're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna enjoy your life every day. You're not gonna take one day for granted. You're gonna make plans with your friends every day. And this is just temporary loneliness. And you tell yourself that I'm willing to feel alone temporarily, and then be happy, be in love with my life for the rest of my life. Make a promise to yourself, because if you pressurize yourself to make more friends, to sort of look for partners, or pressurize yourself that there's something wrong with you, blah blah blah, have regret, like, we all replay the past, and we are like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Again, the moment you replay the past, you're strengthening your old identity. But the moment you have a new story around this, that, oh, this is temporary loneliness, and then the the people who I'm meant to meet are in the future. So this is just a temporary delay. Which brings me to the point, remember the future. There is a possibility where you're healthy, there's a possibility where you're fully healed, there's a possibility where you have no financial debt, where you're financially free, there's a possibility that you're with the love of your life, there's a possibility where you have amazing friends. All of this exists, right? Even I forget so many times that reality is merely square boxes stacked like a slices in a piece of bread, or the past, the future, the present, it's running at the same time, it is running in the eternal now, and If you see the movie Matrix, you can really understand the quantum field. The quantum field is a field of unlimited potentials. There are infinite potentials, and in fact you are infinite consciousness. Okay, you are sort of tuning in and tuning out so fast in this reality. So if you can put your awareness to a different potential, the unknown potential, where you're happy, you're free, and you keep remembering the future, and if you can just get up from your like meditation as that new version, that new person that you're becoming, little by little by little, every day, your whole life changes. When you understand that, okay, nobody's going to come and save me, it's me versus me. Let me read the book again. Let me rehearse what I'm going to do in my meditation. Let me learn more about the quantum field. There is, oh, quantum, in quantum field, there's no time, there's no space. Everything is existing in the now as a potential. If there's so much possibilities in the quantum field, yes, there's a possibility where I am healthy, free, in love with life. Okay, let me tune in into that emotion so that I can select that potential. Because remember, with your thought and with your emotion, you are selecting potentials from the quantum field every second of your day. And human mind is very lazy. Okay, it wants to think about other people. It wants to think about the past. It wants you to worry. It wants you to be stuck in your to-do list. Okay, it wants you to regret, it wants you to get angry, it wants you to sort of be sad. But if you catch yourself, like I remember, I think, was it um yeah, in this today morning I was meditating and I was remembering something that I watched on TikTok yesterday. And I was like, no, this is the time that I have to create my future. This is not the time to think about TikTok or some other person. So your attention is your asset. Okay. Let me repeat that. When you understand that the game is to master the now, the game is to train your attention to be in the now, that's when the entire thing changes. Okay. So be compassionate to yourself. Enjoy loneliness. Remember the future. Number four, be in the now. Your mind wanders. Your mind will wander so many times. What else do you have to do? Give it your all, right? Focus your attention on the future and in the now. Nothing else matters in your brain. Be in the now. And if you need more help with this, great opportunity, go on to www.quantumcounseling.ca and book a free 15-minute discovery call. I am accepting few business coaching clients one-on-one if you need more support every week, because I know this is a very tough time. So if you think you need emotional support, I am here for you. Okay. But I know you don't need me. I know you have everything inside of you because you are the creator of your life. I know you can heal yourself. I love you. You are worthy. You can change your life. You can heal yourself. And this is not the time to worry about your business. This is the time to worry about your health, to change your health. And rest, everything will follow. But health is the number one abundance on earth. Okay, if you don't have your health, how can you run a business? How can you support a business? Supports a society. So right now your business is to heal, to take care of yourself. Okay, let me know your biggest takeaway in the comment section and I will see you in the next one.